Good morning. It's day 9 of my 100-day project, and I have decided that I absolutely crave getting back to my Commonplace Glue Book. And we haven't made much progress, so I'm not a happy girl. I want to do more. And so we have our first 2, our second, and blue. But we also have this neckediness here. I want to get the pockets glued down, and we're going to go into my stash of fibers and get started doing some stitchery. It needs something up here. It needs something around on this piece of hand crocheted lace. A little something right here. Going to get started on that, but before anything else, out of harm's way, I want to get some. This is the back. This is the pocket for the back. This needs to be seriously glued using Fabri-Tac, because it will glue anything anywhere. Because my very good friend sent me this magnificent piece, and I want this to go in here. And I had cut this out, and so I'm going to also put this here. Kind of monochromatic blending, but I love this so much, I don't care. I would put it on my forehead given the opportunity. So let's do this doings now. I've been monkeying and putting things off and haven't feeling too up to stitching, and oh well, I got up this morning and said, hello Monday, this is gonna all end now. This is the day. I have no more patience for feeling puny. I'll keep these out handy. And this one, because I can't manage without. So, let's get this lined up. Yes. And here we go. I do hope that you had a fun weekend. My mind is just a quiver on the things that I want to be doing. And so bombs away. This girl is doing the things that tickle her soul, and the one thing that does, you know me and my collage. So here we go, lined up straight as it's going to get. We're not sending a rocket to the moon. Come down, 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 and right there. Right there. Yeah, I can feel some of the Fabri-Tac through the fancy stitches on this side. Okay, that's allowed. And some more. Because if Fabri-Tac and cut-right wax paper don't solve problems. Give it up and go to bed, take a nap. Ooh. Well, now we have a decision. You. 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 See what happens when you don't turn things over? Craziness happens. Good crazy. Oh, my. I need some. Do I need vintage photo? Or do I need something dark? Yes, I want dark. We're going for broke. How about some ground espresso? That's vintage. I haven't had my paw in here in a while, and it shows. Ground espresso. Okay. Where are you? Well, I'm not happy. I'm also not going to, that's tea dyed. Well, I'm not going to, make this a whole thing. We'll fold that one back. Oh yes, that darkening around the edges tickles me. I had never turned this over from that side. Never. Because I like it so much. However, turns out it's going to work much, much better. Much better. Let's go this way. And this way. Oh yes. I'll have to solve the mystery of that problem at a later moment, not now. And, of course, the best. Unless I'm having another one of these little miseries. Let's just do this. All right. We had a meaningful discussion yesterday about how this is just not going to happen. Oh my Lord, I could have missed this side. I'm sorry, the other side. And that M just needed to be there. Now I'm not going to try to put the beautiful folder in here right now because I want this to have ample opportunity to do its dry thing. So, back ready to blast off. Now, another quick look. Shall we do that? Yes. This one is going to be done the same way. I'm going to leave it open for the time being because it could be closed. Alrighty. Right now it's not really physically possible. There you are. To do this, to lose it that fast. I hope that I am not the only one who loses things at the drop of a hat. Here we are. Okay, that's better. And now, let the good times roll. We are going to pick some stitchery. Sorry about that. My arm could be 3 inches longer. It would be good. Okay. There, there, there. And now, let's look for some, pretties. There we go. All right, now you guys, I'm going to have a word with you. Done. Now, I was thinking, since we finished the border on the bottom, we've added this little bit of lace. We've put a few nice coppery colors here. But I want something that's going to say tree. I want to say tree. And if I can't say it out of what's in here, there's another good opportunity to give it up. This is a combination of brown and green. Maybe not. want more iridescent? Do I want more iridescent to say tree trunk? Maybe. There's my much loved there is my much loved DMC. Now, sorry I'm ooh, this is pretty. Hello, you. It's got purples and shades of brown, a little bit of blue. Nice go with that one. It is flax. No. I'm going to use the good stuff because there again, Carol can't take it with her. So, decision made. Now let's see what we can do on at least getting the idea, the expression, the hint of the tree trunk going here. And I'll just put it behind that. Ooh. Oh no. This couldn't be happening. I couldn't be that lucky. Ooh, yes I could, I guess. Now we've got place for, yes. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go hydrate. Okay, this is vintage brown, 100% linen, hand dyed, and we're off. Let me find that little tippy end I found before. Come on. You know you're here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, what's happening here? What's happening here? Alrighty. This is a little bit stiffened, or it feels stiffened. It probably isn't, because it's linen. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 you're not going to do this. All right, I think we'll just go over here. Stop. And stop. Now I'm going to plunk this down. Right there. And This one has a nice point. Well, I'm not going to monkey. I'm going to single line this and return. If I want 2 or 3 widths, it's alrighty. Between the 2 fingers, 3, 4, 5. And the knot. Let's start down in here. And we're not going to have any trouble with that knot. Alrighty, now let's go and make this look a little bit sometimes I run into Fabri-Tac. Well, that was world-class stupid. You can see I haven't stitched in a while. World-class stupid. I hope I don't do things like that too often today. Come on. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Now, we put it in here. We wanted to go over, not quite as high as that one. So we're going to go down this time, Carol. Yes, I do. And let's go right next to that. And how about over there? Just a little bit above that one. And let's not go in the same hole. Calamities happen that way. Okay. Let's get a little closer. And we have here. Let's go here. And let's go down here again, halfway back. These branches look like they might pass for branches. And over there. Back about a third. Over that one. And we'll come back to the back of this, the bottom of that flower, right close to the flax. Oh, glue. Glue, not glue. And now we're coming back about a third or till we can get through the glue. There. We'll declare it. Now, do we want to go over that way? Let's go over that way. Let's go here. And back. Glue. No glue. Alrighty, so we're starting to back here because we can. And up there. Oh yes. Okay. Now we're going to need about 3 at least bits of flax lying very close next to, not on top of. Let's see what happens when it when you come on. No, like that's not good enough. That one is. Okay. Down right. As close as we can get to the previous branch, but not on, if possible, not on top of the let's get them to lay next to each other. That being the issue here. And down here next to it, it says in the fine print, there it went. Let's see what we've got going here. Are you starting to see? I do hope so. Now I'm going to come right back down. We're going to go up and down enough times to make us happy. Okay, we're down there. We're here. We're down there as close to the upright branch and the Y without laying one on top of the other. And there is a little separation there, but as we add layers, let's go back up here. And next to it. And let's go now. We have to start to think about what it is that's going to grow on these branches. Is it going to be a flower tree or a leaved out tree? Now for those of you who say, oh, I can't, you can see straight lines. And then I'll show you a little trick about getting these straight lines to be absolutely better than this. Now, we're down here. Let's go up to this one, next to it. And let's open this flax a little bit. Okay. And down here next to it on the same, oops, wrong side. If it was next to it up here, it's going to work more easily if you do next to it at the same place. And another one. I'll come to the other side this time. This is right up in the category of doodling, not in my world. And down on this side. Oh, it's separated around this French knot, so how do we fix that? We get the French knot out from underneath. There it is. Out from underneath. And where was this other one? Oh, right here. And down in there. So, at very best, the concept of a tree trunk to give height to the area. And I have enough flax left here that I'm going to do more about this section of the trunk. I want it to be significantly wider. So let's go here next to where that was, same side if possible. If not possible, nothing is rocket science. Okay, do you see how that's thickening up nicely? And come on. No, not in the Atlantic Ocean, girl. No. I'm going to gripe. This is so much easier when there's no glue involved. Okay. We will just poke around till we can come up for air here. There you go. And another one right down in there. Trick is to get them to lie flat next to each other, because that makes width. Alrighty, and one more. One more. can't see now. If I can get you down close enough to see that. Oopsie daisy. On. Oh, Carol's playing games. Righty. There we go. Do you see the just long layers of thread, and the thread itself has the flax itself has a variety of colors. Here, let's see if I can do that even more for you. Do you see the variety of color in there? That's the doings that makes all the difference with this kind of stitchery. Makes it more interesting. So, in order not to be repetitive, I'm going to put quite a few more runs of this to make this tree branch seem heavier until the very end, and then I'll come back on and I'll show you where we are, because it's the exact same thing, just until you're happy with how many layers of flax you have included. Okay, here we are. So now, we're going to carry on up here, 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 back, here, back, up, down, up, back, and to the top. I'll be back shortly when I have about 5 or so, probably 5-ish, to make this thicker. And I'll be pondering as to what we're going to do there. You know, we'll see. Let me have another look. Cannot stand it. Is it doing what I wanted to do? Yes, it is. It's doing exactly what I wanted to do thus far. Good morning again. As you can see, I have been working on getting this finished, because the next time that I work in my Commonplace Glue Book, I want the cover to be done. As you can see, I just added some straight stitches to make the so-called tree or vine. The maximum has about 4 on it, and we used that heavy variegated flax. Done, finished, out of the way. Now, I decided I wanted something with a little punch of color, so I got out my DMC rayon, and as you can see, there is a nice shine to it. I'm going to be honest though, this why aren't we just being pokey today? Huh? This has a rather nice shine to it, and I have to admit, truth to tell, it's rather a pain in the neck to work with. It has the same 6 strands as regular DMC, and it's soft and delicious, but it tends to have a life of its own. It moves around. It's worth the effort, as you can see here. It does have a lovely, it does give off a lovely shine. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 of these here to show you a lazy daisy, and that's all that is. And I'm going to do 1 of these because all this is more straight stitches with a French knot on the end. And I know that many of you are not stitchers and have no intention of being, so I just thought I would minimize your disinterest a little bit and maybe just show you some things that you might want to try for fun. And now let's just find a spot and put a nice big old lazy daisy right here and move the org box out of the way. This stuff does tend to do everything that you don't want it to do, but the result, you find myself using it over and over again because it's pretty. So we come right back down to the same hole, pull through as far as we want to go. These can be as big or as little as you want them to be. As big as little as you want them to be, and there's your loop. And we're just going to come up here in the loop. It says in the fine print. I'm going to leave my loop larger, but I'm going to pull it up a little more, and I'm going to find a spot that I like, that I can really see, which would be right there. Pull the thread all the way up, and we have our nice petal, our nice lazy daisy petal, and then we're going to go over that daisy loop to hold it down. And there it is. Now, where do we want to go next? How about one coming down this way? How about one coming down this way? Okay. Let's go, make this one a little smaller. Let's go here. Come up. Come back down in the same-ish hole. It does not have to be the exact same hole. There are no police involved here. Now I'm going to leave this lazy daisy loop rather large so I can see where I might want to put it down. I don't want it to be as big as the one next to it. And Carol goofed again. See what happens. See what happens. Let's get it all out of here. I'll cut this one short because it's crazy long. Oh, it feels so good. This rayon just feels so good. But it has managed to bring forth some bad words. Truth to tell, again. And do not ever do this. Bad thing, but it works so well on this stuff. I'm going to call it stuff. You know, a little saliva. Not good. It's not good. It's not sanitary. It's terrible. Don't do it. So now back down we go. Pull it down. Now I'm going to leave a nice big space in there so that I can really see the size and the direction. Size and direction. I think right there might work. Might just make me happy. Let's get that one done. And As you can see, rayon does a slippy slide. We can make it work. And right there, hold it down over the outside of that loop so that it's pinned. And another one done. I'm going to come down here one more time and put just one more in for you, for those of you who are interested, down in the same hole. Okay, now we need to leave this so we can get an idea of about where we want this to be pinned down. I'm thinking right there. That's the one, I think. Up and down on the outside to pin it down. Now, I'm going to stop here. I might add a few more, not too many, so that when I next go to my Commonplace Glue Book, the front will be glued down and attached. Let's get this. Let's get this tied off. Now, since I'm going to be using glue on the back of this, I'm not making a big thing out of making loops and so forth. Okay, here we are. There's my needle. There it is, right there. When I go on the crazy search, just tell me. Okay, done. Okay, done. Now this one. I just decided to use a color that would blend, and I use regular. I'm using regular DMC cotton. I just like that. I just like that wine color. Almost looks like a sangria color. Don't know why. I just liked it. So, and let me count. Did I use the whole thing here? Yes. I just used the whole thing, and I'm going to break another stitcher rule because I can. I'm not going to tease these apart, pull them apart, and lay them back together, because that's not what I'm trying for here. I just want to make a pretty flower concept here. So, let's just don't do this. Okay. And not. Okay. Wrap. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Good hefty knot. I'm not happy with it. It's not knotty again, so around this way, the old-fashioned way, works a treat. And I'm going to just mark off each of these. I'll probably do 2 of them. Just want to mark off the petals on this pretty piece of. I want the grow spots here. I'm coming in. First one, and make a longie here, not too long. They don't have to be the same. They're not supposed to be the same. That's not the nature of nature. And so there's one. Try to go down in the same spot-ish. Two, maybe up there. Why not? And there, and a short one over here. And of course it has to be an odd number. Now, let's go back over here to the tip of this one. Lay it down, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. Back down in the same place, don't let go, holding on, pulling through, and there's a nice big fat French knot. Like a fat French knot for this. The French knots can be made absolutely to perfection so that they look like a string of pearls, or don't let go, or they can be however. Giving the concept is what we're doing today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Back in the hole. Pulling through. There we go. So, I'm just going to put one more set on, and then we'll do show and tell. And I'll do one shorter one here. These are a little long. Let's make this one a little shorter, just because I want to. A lot of talking to yourself happens with stitching, especially such plain. It's a little too close. Maybe I'll make that one high. Sure, right there. Happens to yourself when you do this stitching. Part of the conversation. And let's do the low one on this side. Yeah. Let's go back over here. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do all of these, all 3 of these. If not, I'll finish it while I'll finish the 3 of them while I'm cleaning up for show and tell. Where are you hiding? Okay, come on. Come on, there you go. I need enough here. Let's be cooperative. 2, 3, 4. Holding on. Oops, popped off. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Down in the hole. Don't let go. And are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? Maybe. I'll just do 3. Because there are no police involved. I might even get 4. Because there are no police involved in stitching. The only police are in your head. Here we go. Did it. Did it. And one more. Work box. Put away. And so, I've showed you what we have done. To do this, this is mostly straight, long, straight stitches. This is the same thing we're doing here. A lot of these with French knots, just straight stitches, heavy, heavy, heavy woven French knots. Maybe they have 10 or 12 around here to make these look like yellow flowers. And that's it. So, I'll be back and we'll have a good close look at this. And we'll talk about where this is going and what's going to happen, because for the next time you see it, it's going to be glued to that notebook. Well, here is our 100-day project number 9, ready to be completed. I'm going to give you a really close-up look at what we've done so that you can see for sure that there are no police involved in this. This time we added the heavier so-called tree trunk on the side, and I put some look like, I decided pink magnolias or some such, and used our DMC rayon floss because, as you can see, the nice sheen. And it's been known to get some nice, not so nice words from me, but it's worth the effort, as you can see. And then, up here on this large piece of hand crocheted lace, I tucked it down with 2 stitches. As you can see, it kind of shows that a little bit in the back, but that's this right here. And I trimmed down the piece of netting a little bit closely, and I went all around each one of these spots to tuck these down where the tip of the petals were. And then this time we just chose straight DMC floss, all 6 strands. I didn't separate them because that wasn't the purpose. It was just to bring our eye to the crocheted flower. Before that, we had worked on the bottom, just laid down straight lines. Basically, this whole thing is straight lines and French knots. These look like a big deal, and all they are is about 10 or 12. This is DMC floss, and 10 or 12 wraps around the needle to produce the French knot. And I've decided where I wanted where I wanted this flower. I thought originally up here, and I said no, didn't do it for me up there. So, if you have enjoyed 100-day project number 9, which is also the cover of my Commonplace Glue Book, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now. Seeing you for number 10.